be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoffs. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The LSU Tigers offense comes onto the field first today. The last time these two met, it was all Bayou Bengals as they sort of took the fight out of the Gators.
And that was a game that LSU got out ahead early, and they never looked back. When this team starts to feel themselves and things start going their way, it is like a snowball that just keeps growing and growing and growing. When they're playing confidently, they're a very, very difficult team to beat, and they want to jump out to a quick start again against the Gators.
Dropping back, it's Manning. He's going to take a shot. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting, stud in the secondary, 5-star defensive back, gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Found a seam. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs.
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
So Florida's offense has the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got... on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can fit.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Yeah, and this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Rides the back on the option to give. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. The Gators line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Durham. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. On the ground with the counter. Turning it on! And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Gators come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Gets rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Still deep in their own territory. 2nd and 6 from the 15. Scanning the field, it's Manning. It's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Florida! The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. He breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to...
He'll take a shot. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Quick step and go. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that first down and keep the offense on the field.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, LSU. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And he makes the extra point. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, oh what a play. Got room on the return. Touchdown Tigers. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
That quarterback's in zone coverage. They have to see it, and they have to manipulate defenders, and they don't. You could tell the middle linebacker reading his eyes the whole way, breaks on the football, and then turns into an offensive player and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll leave it with the lone back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Gators want to pick up the tempo.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. It's a draw. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for once.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Berry. He has the first and still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part.
There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gators want to move quickly. In the gun end, looking to throw on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle, safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
From the gun to give, looking for room. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to throw, it's Manning. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Gator fans love to see their teams line up the scoreboard, but they'll take the defense bringing the heat too.
And I think that was a staple, Reese. Back in the day, you had great offenses for Florida, but the teams that really had the most success and that reached the highest mountaintops, they had great defense to go with it. This defense playing well.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And they can't make the play on third down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. There's the pressure. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Works the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The corners are walked up tight. Throws to the tight end. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. They get him stop, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. He wants it all. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. Third down coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He splits the uprights. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Immediately fires to the middle. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got the tight end. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime. You riled yourselves up. You told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Grabbed in the middle, it's Livingston. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold them. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Hoover. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Green.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
Catch in the middle, it's Green. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Hill. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Tigers have their offense in high gear. The give to the left. Powers through the defender. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. They get it up. rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys.
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Sends it downfield. He's got it at the 20. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I love the awareness by the DB. Great job, man. It's in your own end zone. You see the ball, you break on it. I'm not trying to catch that thing. I'm trying to swat it down. Make sure I don't give up the touchdown. Nice awareness by the DB.
He'll take it himself. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system. All across college football, all quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine, but then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They'll line up to go for two.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Off play action on first down. He lets one fly deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Nice move to keep running. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done. Go get you the win.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
Hands it off. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Leaves it with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Gators are on the move. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Got his man. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
Well, there's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Tigers will have it first and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Durham. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To the air, it's Hoover. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Flips it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play